Next week we got a game releasing as an NCAA. They released some trailers, some new features. We've all had NCAA 25 and everything, but the early release for NCAA is Monday. Madden early releases up to August. Coach, I want to hear from you real quick. What is something that stuck out to you from either NCAA or Madden? Are you excited? Are you buying the game? Are you disappointed? Let's hear from you.
I already pre-ordered it, so I'm excited. I pre-ordered the bundle with both NCAA and Madden. I think NCAA, they're adding on to an already good game. I think last year's NCAA was the best game of the year. It's the most played game by me all year long. Maybe you could say the same for some of you guys, but I think it was a really good game. It wasn't great. It was nice because of the nostalgia. College football's back, like all that stuff. It was a really good game. Obviously, there's some things that they're gonna work on and that they're adding into it. Like the things that I like is they're adding like football IQ things. So like adjusting alignments of the safeties, formation subs. When you're recruiting, like your board is on the screen now, so you know where your weaknesses are and where your holes you need to fill are. Like they're adding coaches into the game, like just little things like that is really cool to see. That they're adding in the game, they're enhancing the crowd noise, which I think has always been such an underrated aspect of the game. That's really cool. I'm excited about it, man. All right, we're in a dynasty league that's gonna start up next week. And then shit, the wear and tear thing that they added too, like you can control how you want your wear and tear to go, and when to pull guys out. Like that's more interactive and more in depth. So I think they already added to an already good game. Are the additions, putting everybody in full excitement mode? I don't think so, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Anybody else excited for the game?
Hell no. Fuck no.
Why is that? What are you looking for? If you're not excited for what could they do to improve your excitement?
So I do agree with Johnny. The IQ shit that they put in the game, that's great because there was a lot of things that people could take advantage of, like out of certain formations, which I hated, especially the widespread formations and your safeties not being able to do certain things. I hated that shit. But for me personally, I'm gonna be with the equipment mob on this, bro. Like we not asking for a lot, dog. Like I promise you. Like we want the single leg sleeves. We want the compression shirt with the sleeves. Like I feel like that is not a hard ass to do, and like they just keep ignoring it for some weird reason. Cause like I feel like that just brings the game's aesthetic to like a 10 out of 10, honestly, because it's keeping up with modern football and how all these players is dressing and shit like that. And then another thing for me is I am like a single mode player. Like I like to play Road to Glory. And I feel like out of all the positions, the only playable position that we got is quarterback. I feel like running back is almost impossible to play because for some odd reason they want to sub you out for no reason. Like you don't even have no injury. They just sub you out after a long run. If you try to play wide receiver, the quarterback only know how to throw bullet passes for some reason on a streak, which it pisses me off. And then I don't even want to talk about cornerback. Like that shit damn near impossible to play. But the fact that they don't even want to add all the positions on defense, like being able to be a D line or bringing back playing safety, like I feel like that little shit kind of mattered because like when they had it in 14, I think safety was probably the best position to play. And so from a person that likes to spend a lot of time playing like the single player shit, I think they just neglected that. And like they did a little some with the run out tunnel and stuff, but I feel like it's a good idea that they could expand more on, like give us more options to maybe roam the locker room or some weird shit like that, some little shit, or do a pregame warm up on the field, run back in the locker room, then run back on, like the real college football experience. Like I feel like being able to just look at the crowd before you run out, like it's like they're almost there and then they just stop. They're like, oh, we'll give them this and we'll maybe work on it next year. So I'm gonna speak for all the single player people. I think that shit ass, and the game look exactly like last year. It looks like a copy and paste. I think what we are used to coming up, especially with the 360 consoles, like NCAA 10 will look way different from NCAA 11. Same with the Madden games. Like the graphics would just look different. There's something about the games that it looked and felt different from previous games, just based off the trailer and the gameplay that I've seen. It looks and it almost feels like it would probably move the exact same as NCAA 25. So at that point, it kind of just feels like a $70-$80 title update, honestly. So I think NCAA could kick rocks. Madden, I think, is on the come up though. But I'm gonna let somebody else go.
I
I
would
think
say
the
this. I'm a quick point, and then I'm gonna pass it off to you, Miles. Man, Road to Glory always ever since 14, and I even got bored of it at 14, but I wasn't a single player person, but I think if they do something that all you have to do is make it online, right? We make a road to glory person. Maybe you could do an offensive guy and a defensive guy, right? And just do like Ultimate Team. On Ultimate Team, you could have three guys and you could play, right? Why can't we use our road to glory players and play? So now we're not only just building and playing against this computer all the time with our road to glory players. Well, we're playing against other people, like making it competitive. And another thing, why are they always limited to just three people that could play on the ultimate team? Like, why I can't play with all six of us? Where you got a quarterback, a running back, three receivers, and maybe somebody be an O lineman. I don't know, but why does it have to be limited to three guys? I think that's a way that you can make the game better just from the single gameplay. But from the multiplayer, I'm excited for the multiplayer. I think I'm gonna definitely get into the leagues, dynasty league. Go ahead, Moss.
I think the fans, we want to feel like we matter, you know? And I feel like EA, every time it comes around this time of year, when it's like a contract year or something that has to deal with finances, they end up giving us a great game. We look at transitioning over to Madden. I think they did a great job with the reskin of the game. It looks completely different. The player models look better. I think the game mechanics look a little bit smoother, crisper. And we come back over to NCAA, 1 year removed, same game, minor tweaks that make the game run a little bit more fluently, but nothing that really gets that gets the casual fan like excited for. I think I agree with Johnny's perspective. I think there's a lot of things from a coaching standpoint and a realism standpoint that they added, which is great. But just give us the little cosmetic things. We don't need a makeover, but just one or two things that kind of get us excited. I think if I see the same cleats, same gloves in there, I'm be like, bro, what is this? You know what I mean? The dangling mouthpiece, give us that too. You know, they just gotta give us a little bit more. Respect your fans, man. We pay our money for these games, you know, and we deserve a little bit back in return.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna keep y'all updated. I know some of us gonna get the game. Some of us might not. Some of us might fold midway and get the game. But we're gonna keep y'all updated. We like to stream stuff too.